A warm good morning to all of you. Myself, ABINASH Mansinghh from School of Life Sciences, Sambalpur University, signing with the topic Land Use Changes, Forest Fragmentations and its effects on land surface temperature. Actually, we had a good lecture yesterday from Professor Bhaskar that he make a marriage between microbiology and geology. And today, I am just copying to that thing. I am going to make a marriage between biology and physics, biophysics. So, actually, in science, in scientific research, we should know why we should do this, how we should do this, and what we have to do. Now, why this topic? Since last few decades, industrialization, urbanization are the main issues of the environment. So, due to industrialization, urbanization, there is a rising temperature in the Earth's surface, atmosphere, and the climate is changing day by day. So why land use land cover? Before going to land use land cover, I just want to make you understand that what is land use and what is land cover in one line. Suppose I want to give you an example of the Sambalpur University. If we go before 100 years, then the university is having a dense forest. Now it is known as the Dehri Dungri Reserve Forest. And that is the land cover. How man using that land nowadays? We are using it as a seminar hall, means institutions, life science, environmental science, that is land use. Someone is using agricultural land, that is land use. So this is land use and that is land cover. So by this study, we can know the change detection. What is the change? What is the decadal change? What is the long-term change? All these things we can know from this land cover changes, means land use land cover change. And we can know the sustainable, we can know the use of sustainable development. Sir told about sustainable development, I just adding one line to it. Development is necessary. Industrialization is necessary. Urbanization is necessary. It's okay. But it should be in a sustainable way. And climate change analysis. We can know from this the climate change analysis. What is the basic difference between a question arises? What is climate and what is weather? Climate is a long-term change. Weather is a short-term change. And for forest fragmentation, forests are there. If one transportation network is going in between that, the forest is separated. So known as forest fragmentation. So by this study, we can know how to conserve the biodiversity. And we got many ecosystem services from the forest and the land management practices. And from land surface temperature, we can understand, we can formulate, and we can know the urban heat island effect. This is I told yesterday that industries are planting trees in Talcher, in Koraput, in many things actually I told. But what plants are they planting? It is very much important. When I was working under ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, I visited many forest divisions and I worked with many forest divisions. They are planting Nilagiri plantation, acacia plantation, teak plantation, Tectona grandis. They are not planting the indigenous trees. They are planting the exotic plants. And several literatures are available there. If you go for Google, then where there is the exotic plantations are there, the water level is lower than that of the other areas. So that's why I am choosing this topic. So, how? I use two things: field survey, remote sensing, and GIS software. So it is the principle of remote sensing. This is a general principle. I am not going into the detail. this is the incident solar radiation, which is falling under various land use practices. These are the land use practices. Forests, you can say water, you can say bare soil, you can say grassland, built-up areas. These are the various land use practices. And the incident rays from the sun are falling on this. And the reflected solar radiations are captured by the satellites. There are various sensors in the satellites. You might have heard at the time of Chandrayaan-3. So satellites are there. Geostationary satellites are the various satellites. I am not going through that. So by this technique, we can acquire data from the satellites. I especially use USGS software, means USGS platform, United States Geological Survey. That platform to acquire the data and further processing in ArcGIS version 10.4 software. And what to do? Actually, what I am doing in this research, in my research, decadal land use change dynamics. Means I saw a decadal change from 1993 to 2023. It means from 93 to 2003, 3 to 13, and 13 to 23. And the second one is rate of forest fragmentation, how forests are fragmented. And the third one is for the effect of land use and fragmentations, what is the effect on land surface temperature? What is land surface temperature? Land means the surface of the earth. What is surface the scheme temperature of the earth is known as the land surface temperature. It is quite different from that of the atmospheric temperature. So what is the effect of that land use change dynamics and this forest fragmentation on land surface temperature? Then this is my study area. Actually, I chose Jharsuguda district for my studies. Why? High industrial activities are seen. It doesn't mean no industries are present in other districts of Odisha, but high industrial activities are seen in Jharsuguda. Urbanization pressure. If we go through the 2011 census, you can find how the urbanization pressure occurs in the Jharsuguda district. It is even more than that of the state, Odisha, per square kilometer. Means how many persons are living per square kilometer, per capita. Then high rate of land use change. Few literatures are available in Jharsuguda district. 2-3 literatures are there. Ranjan et al. 2021, Tripathi et al. 2019. Few literatures, 2-3 literatures are there in Jharsuguda district. One or more literatures are there. And from that, I saw that high rate of land use change is there, and forest fragmentation is also there. And for my studies, one should consider about the availability of the data. Means from the software, means from the platform, USGS platform, the data should be available to do the work. So that's why I choose the Jharsuguda district for my study, and this is the thematic map. It's called as thematic map of the study area. And I use land satellite. I use 4 satellite sensors. That is Landsat 5, Landsat 7. Before Landsat 5, there are also satellites Landsat 4, 5, 10, but I don't use that. I use Landsat 5, then Landsat 7, then Landsat 8, and very present, that is Landsat 9. It is the latest Landsat satellite present. So there are 4 sensors are there. That is TM means thematic mapper, ETM means enhanced thematic mapper plus, and OLI means operational land imager. These are the sensors, and this is the date of acquisition of the data, and these bands I used for my study. This is for general information. In ecological studies, site selection is very much important. Means I am selecting the Jharsuguda district. I cannot move throughout the district. I cannot go each and every place of the district. So in ecological surveys, that is very important to find out that study sites. In which area I have to go, I have to study. So that I use a grid-based sampling technique. It is used by using ArcGIS 10.4 platform. So in this platform, I put a grid of 5 kilometers, 5 kilometers, 5 kilometers, 5 kilometers each, and I have 236 points, out of which I took 150 random samples, and I took 6 classes. That is very dense forest, moderately dense forest, built up area, non-forest, and water bodies. Okay, sir. Okay. Then this is the flow chart of land use land cover. That is the method. Okay. Then this is the flow chart for decadal fragmentation mapping. Actually, this is the methodology. As I told to be fast, it's okay. Then these are the different fragment classes. I took these 6 classes. These 6 fragment classes. That is patch, edge, perforated, core, small core, medium core, and large core. These 6 classes I took for my fragmentation study. Patch means it lacks core areas. Core forest means the forest which is having greater than 2 square kilometer area. So patch means lack core areas and surrounded by non-forest. Edge means transition zone among the core forest. There are 3 zones. There is transition zone, a buffer zone, a core zone. So this is the edge. Edge is the transition zone among core forest and non-forest areas. So likewise I took 6 classes. So this is the calculation of LST, land surface temperature. There are 6 steps. In the first step, top of atmosphere temperature, L lambda was calculated in the standard procedure. TOA, top of atmosphere, that is brightness temperature. Then this is the NDVI, Normalized Difference Vegetation Index. These are the steps for LST. There are 6 steps. And this is the proportion of vegetation, PV. And there is land surface emissivity, E. And there is land surface temperature. This is the standard protocols, procedures. So this is decadal and long-term land use change. You should please find this is very dense forest, moderately dense forest, open forest, non-forest. In 1993, 2003, 13 and 23, you see very dense forest. It is in square kilometer. 357, 248, 240, 121. See, all are decreasing. Open forest, non-forest, all are in a decreasing trend. All are in a decreasing trend. But see, build-up areas. This is 81 square kilometer. 212, 441, 685. It means, see how it is increasing by percentage. So it is alarming. So you should develop, but in a sustainable way. But this is not a sustainable way. Now whatever it is, there is no change. Little change, it's okay. So this is the map I have prepared by following maximum likelihood supervised classification. You see the reds are the build-up areas. See, red build-up area. You can visualize, clearly visualize.
Is satellite picture?
No, sir. Actually, this is a processed satellite picture. Actually, satellite pictures from Landsat 5. This is for 1993. I took the Landsat 5 EM data, and for 2003 I took Landsat 7 ETM plus data, and for 2013 I took Landsat 8 data. For 2023 I used to do Landsat 9 data. After acquiring the data, I have to put my area of interest on that. Means Jharsuguda district on that. Then after that, I have to procure the data informations from that through various maximum likelihood classification technologies. So this is the expanded view of Jharsuguda is having 5 forest ranges. This is the Jharsuguda forest range. And this is the expanded view. Actually, this area has expanded. This is, see how change is there. So it is a sustainable way. We are developing in a sustainable way. No, we are not developing in a sustainable way. So this is the fragment classes. Fragment classes are also decreasing. Fragment classes are also increasing. Means fragmentation is increasing. 108, 121, 253, 141. Increasing for plantation, due to plantation. I already.
Fragment classes? What is fragment?
Yes. I told na. Yes.
The end you asked.
This is the fragment classes. I took 6 fragment classes. Patch, edge, perforated, core, and core again divided to small core, medium core, and large core. Okay. Okay. This is the fragmentation maps. You can like this. You ask the question. Patch area, edge area. Patch area means the red color area is a patch area. It means it is area between non-forest and core forest. Core forest means is a core forest. and lack 3 of the codes. And these red color areas are the in-between areas of non-forest, means 5 color areas, and the core forest areas. So is the expanded view. So this is the LST data. 2, 3 cells, let's see. This is the LST data, land surface temperature data. Look, I took 3 class intervals, means 13 to 16 degrees Celsius, 16 to 19 degrees Celsius, like this, to 46 to 49 degrees Celsius. Look in 2023, the 46 to 49 degrees Celsius is of 56.68 square kilometer. Means there is a temperature of 46 to 49 degrees Celsius of what means 56.68 square kilometer of area is having 46 to 49 degrees Celsius temperature. The Earth's temperature is rising by 1 degree Celsius. What does it indicate? It means total Earth's temperature is rising 1 degree Celsius. It means Himalaya, glacier, all are combining. So it is a greater effect. It is not a smaller effect. These are the these are the temperature maps. Okay, look, the red color is 46 to 49. Here there is no red color. Clearly visualize, huh? Then the conclusion. The increasing trend of settlements is highly responsible for degradation of other land use types and hence associated ecosystem services. There is a need of further studies related to the land use land cover, fragmentation and land surface temperature to understand the landscape dynamics change patterns. These studies can possibly act as a major indicator in assessing the protection of vegetation cover from further degradation and can act as a baseline for policymakers, that stakeholders, policymakers, environment, forest, district means administrations. It can help. This is a scientific evidence, na? And environmentalists to act on such environmental problems. These are some field photographs. Actually, lots of memories are there in field. So these are some photographs. Their interaction with some people for the indigenous knowledge, for some valuable informations, and measuring of DBS, diameter, breast height in the plants, and all these field photographs. Many photographs are there. So thanks to the organizer for inviting me to deliver a talk here, and sincere thanks to my guide, Dr. Neeraj Mekka sir, to provide the necessary facilities to me. And thank you all.
Thank you, Avinash, for a very nice talk. Really excellent work and excellent review. I am quite impressed. Now it is open for discussion. Any questions?
Yes, ma'am. Please.
See, we have talked about the decadal change in Jharsuguda district for the same. Like the forest cover is decreasing and the build-up area is increasing. Now, how are you planning to implement this data for the betterment of the district?
Listen, madam. Actually, I am working on a field that people are working since long ago. Actually, this is not a one-day change, means one-day implementation, madam. So we have to work a lot. This is the initial work I just started from Jharsuguda district. Only 2-3 literatures are there, madam. No more literatures are there. So my work can implement by policymakers, by environmentalists, by taking the advice. Actually, when I worked in Korafut Forest Division, actually I worked for 6 months. So I saw there the Nilagiri plantation and acacia plantation and techno-organistic tree plantation are very vast plantations are there. In recent cases, if you consider, actually I don't have right to take any mining names, suppose Adani mines in Jharsuguda got 1,50,000 trees, 1,50,000 trees, and in pen and paper he wrote that by 2030 I will make you a jungle of 5 times greater than this jungle. How it is possible?
Let me answer the question.
Yes, sir.
Basically, we are scientists, but whatever problems are there, we should work on them.
Yes.
But the policy makers are different. They never understand science.
Yes, sir.
They never understand science and tell you gap between science and the policy makers. So we should not follow what the policy makers are doing.
Right.
But being a scientist, we have to work out.
So should we not take this data to the judiciary body so that at least they can document the
Yes, yes, it can be, it can be.
Yes, can be.
It can be.
Yes, yes, it can be.
It can be.
It can be, but they will not listen to you.
Maybe, but it cannot.
I'm 100% sure. Okay, yesterday I was talking to Dr. Santosh that we developed biofertilizer, but the governmental agency that supply biofertilizer back to the farmers contain nothing. Okay, contain nothing. So how they will believe to the science and to the policy? They will not believe. So this is basically the right case.
Any questions?
Anyway.
Yes.
Since you have done piece of work, can you prep such some things that will help the government to develop this? Is there some use?
Actually, I am not a policy maker, na.
No,
That's our tool.
I have not told about the policy maker, they will distribute. But what would be your suggestions for this?
Actually, I highlight 1 2 points. That is, we have to plant indigenous plants first. Second thing, when I was researching on various forest departments, I saw actually I did carbon analysis actually, carbon stock analysis, carbon sequestration analysis, and I got whatever the biomass of the tree, half of the biomass is of carbon. You understand? Whatever the biomass of the tree, half of the biomass is carbon, approximately. But in bamboo grass actually, not tree, in bamboo, you can find 80% of biomass is carbon. So we have ଆମର ବହୁତ ଗୋଚର ଜମି ଅଛି ବାମ୍ବ ଗଛ ଲଗାଉଛେ କେତେ ଜଣ ଆମେ ଜାଣିନେ ଆମେ ଲଗାଇବା କେମିତି ଯାଇ ତେଣୁ ମୁଁ କହିବା କଥା ଯେ ଗୋଟେ ସଷ୍ଟେନେବଲ୍ ୱେରେ ଆମେ ଡେଭଲପ୍ କଲେ ହେବ ଆଉ ବହୁତ କିଛି ଜିନିଷ କରିହେବ ଖାଲି ଗଛ ଲଗାଇବାରେ ହେଇଯିବନି ବଟ୍ ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ସଜେସନ୍ ଦେଲି ଯେ ଇଣ୍ଡିଜିନିୟସ୍ ପ୍ଲାଣ୍ଟକୁ ପ୍ଲାଣ୍ଟ କରିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ ଆଉ ଏଇ ଯେଉଁ ଆଦାନୀ ମାଇନ୍ସ ଯାହା ସବୁ କାମ କଲା ଯେତେ ସବୁ ଲୋକ ପ୍ରୋଟେକ୍ଟ କଲେ ଲାଭ କିଛି ହେଲାନି ତାର ସେ ତାର କାମ କରିଦେଲା।
Everybody knows, government knows, the forest department knows,
Exactly.
that is environmental science department. I will give you the example of our campus. If you go to the road sides, the plants they have grown, exotic species, and for your information, no birds can stay there. Laying of legs is not possible. So some of the birds they are totally vanished from the university campus. The forest ranger, I told him don't plant this. But the digital yes. So they will not listen to me. Although their forest ranger is senior to me, I told him not to do this, still done. And those type of arts they are completely vanished from the country. ये जो मोटा मोटा पत्थर नहीं कि बच्चों लगा रोड में
Sir, actually, it not only hampers the species diversity, it also puts bad impact on health also. Actually, if land surface if temperature rises, it also put bad impacts on health also. Not also the human beings, but also the ecosystem, health of the forests, ecosystems, and everything. Everything will be devastate.
So doing this type of project, they have to ask the university teachers, at least licensed teachers. They are not asking. We need to go not to do this, but still they are. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Pritam.
You asked me this, but I have a suggestion that your table there is no mention of the standard deviation and the statistics are significant. So you said single
Actually, standard deviations are those who are working on different data. Actually, I acquire data from Landsat satellite. Okay. So I process that data in a specific software. So the data is single data is there. Only one data.
But it is better to take more than.
Okay. Your suggestion. Yes, I will take your suggestion. Actually, I will work on.
significantly decline or increase.
Actually, it is a good suggestion, sir. Actually, if I will work on in 1 year, I have to take LULC of 3-4 months, LSD of 3-4 months, like that. Okay, I will take your suggestion. Thank you, Peter.
International publications, they will be
Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Next speaker.